Sonny, Joey, 500. Got some goats in the building.
Get ready for a shakedown.
Prepare for a shakedown. We from Philly where they clap like huddles when they break down. Get ready for a shakedown. We underdogs, my guy. Kinda used to all the hate now. Prepare for it, man. Y'all get it. My QB got swag. My wideout is award winning. It's Fly Eagles Fly. Joey and 500. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Here's a quote you can sing back. Shake squad up and don't be a dingbat. It's a shakedown.
Don't you frown.
It's
Here
a
comes the
shakedown.
shakedown.
Let's go.
You're my doing, King Digbat here. Welcome to the Philly Shakedown podcast, which tonight is a great, amazing, most amazing of nights. Joey Shakes, what is going on, my man?
I feel really good. Man. This is a good night and a lot to talk about.
Holy crap.
Just a lot.
Where do we begin?
So good.
Phew.
So good.
What a great night. What is going on, everybody? Thank you guys for joining us. Jaden is here. Thank you. Joe is here. Lewis, Nepal, Logan, Robert, Philly Nation 307, Baron, Joe, Dave Dust, anybody I'm missing, Bill, House Cat is here, Kyle, My Basement. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. Man, what a game. First and foremost, let's start off with this. Since when you first turned the channel on and the game was getting ready to come on and you saw them warming up, what'd you think of the Kelly Greens?
It was such a refreshing look. I mean, I personally, because I'm really starting to love this just from seeing it from one night, and too bad we're only wearing this for one more game. But I thought it was great. It was a refreshing look. I mean, even the banners on the inside of the stadium were all Kelly. I mean, they changed everything. I mean, the field, the word art, the different word art in the end zones. It just looks so refreshing, so great. And how did you, when you first looked at it, like not from like the trailers that we've seen from them wearing it in studio, but like actually seeing it in a live football game or pregame?
Well, it was like I've been waiting to watch the Eagles for almost 30 years, and it finally the whole season's finally over. It felt like that, but it was like, to be honest, it looks better than I remember. And I think a lot of it is like, I don't know if it's because it's high definition televisions now, and there's more color, but it looks like, man, these look better than I even remember. I thought it looked fantastic. There were so many people that weren't even Eagle fans are like, I hate your team, but dude, those jerseys are unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of people after tonight want that to be the permanent look, or something to it, because it just looks, they say win good, look good, winning good. And that's what it looked like to me.
True that.
It looked really good, man. It did. And, what's up, Hector? What am I looking at?
500. Sorry, go ahead.
Ishmael Davis Super Chat goes, hell yeah, Fly Eagles. Nice statement. Hurts is a man. Don't piss him off. Agreed. Now, what are we talking about? No, what were you laughing at?
No, people were like 500 climax. 500 was wet.
Oh my god, dude! I did at one point. I went like this. I went, and then I just like realized I was live streaming, and I was like,
back to business.
I was like, oh, wait, is that like I totally, dude, I was like going off, dude. It was bad. Dart, thank you for Super J, A500, and Joey, Eli Ricks and the Philly Dogs ate them some Dolphins tonight. Got to give them their flowers. We had Nolan Smith sighting and a sack. So let's start right, like right from the defense side of the ball, right? Because I thought the most impressive thing was the way the Eagles came out in this game defensively. Like I loved how they came out and played the defense. They didn't wait till the second half to have to adjust.
No, I think this is probably one of the best games this side has called. And we said trenches. We said that, Miami's good in the trenches, but the Eagles are better. And this defensive line got after it, especially, Hassan Reddick with some of the tackles for loss at the beginning of the game, which was great. Jordan Davis getting pressured today. I mean, everybody got involved today. Even Nolan Smith got a sack. I mean, they actually put him in.
Jordan Davis was, I thought, so underrated. in what he did, because even that, if he didn't have tackles, he just collapses the whole middle, and Jalen Carter literally threw that right guard like nothing. I mean, those guys were awesome. And then Reddick, I mean, they had -7 yards rushing at the half, where in the second half, they didn't even bother running up the middle. Everything was trying to go outside, I really liked how the defense played. My only complaint is this. It was nice to see them pressing more. But when you press and you get up there, you've got to hit the receiver off the line. If you give him a free release, there's no point in pressing. The reason you press is to hit him. And there are too many times where Bradbury would just back off and not hit Hill.
Well, dude, that's why I said, like, Eli Ricks, because what he did to Tyreek Hill in those 2 plays that I seen, he got physical with him at the line, messed up his route, and that's how you do it. Because Bradbury just, like, you can't just let these guys have it. Like, if you're, like you said, pressing, you let them off the ball, free release. What kind of, I mean, what are you really doing,
Yeah,
Crazy.
yeah, exactly. I mean, but I just thought Desai had his best game. I thought the defensive line dominated. We got to get a safety, because Edmonds stinks. Okay. The touchdown to Tyreek Hill, the problem wasn't Bradbury. The problem was that the safety was too far up.
Too late.
He needs to be back. Too late to get over. Richard Henney, go ahead.
It should give them more motivation to go get a safety now. I mean, I would think this week they should. I mean, I would hope this week, maybe we'll see, but
yeah.
Anyway,
Richard Henney, David Super Chat goes, I'm so happy if we play the way we played today, no one can beat us, and we need Kelly Green more than 2 times a year. Yes, but listen, everybody loves the Kelly Green. I'm sorry, dude.
I'm in love.
Got a problem.
I'm in love.
Everybody love it. All the people that never watch it are like, oh my God, yeah, this is different. This is okay. They understand, but to me, this looks better. This is more colorful than the old Kelly Green. I think it's the high definition TVs. I really believe that's what it is. Alex says, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, Jalen Carter is a monster. Eli Ricks, young stud. Absolutely. I really liked how the defense played, and I liked that they played a certain way into the first half. Now there were issues because they did go back on a 3rd and 18 closing towards the half.
Yeah,
they did back off of what they were doing, and they only rushed 4, and they had way too much time to throw.
True.
Converts on a first down, and then I think that Miami kind of got rolling, and it was like kind of momentum for them, and that's how it kind of went.
Do you think Slay is not playing up to par? I mean, I know he had the pick in this game. That 3rd and 18 really. There was a couple plays. It's the Slay on 3rd and 18. The coverage on that it just depends. I don't know how far off the ball he was. I mean, it's 3rd and 18, so they're far off the ball as it is.
The problem to me with the 3rd and 18 is that there's too much time to throw. If you give receivers so much time to get open, they're going to get open.
Yeah,
you can only cover a guy so long. I thought that was the main problem. They were killing Slay in my chat. I didn't even want to argue with people. They were pissed. Bald Eagle David Super Chat goes, ESPN already wrote that Miami has only beat bad teams. Told you they would call them overrated after we win. Yeah, I saw that earlier in the week, but the problem is that I think Miami offensively, from an offensive standpoint, can score with anybody. They could score with anybody.
Yeah, true.
I'm sorry, but
they're great.
But they've got legit playmakers on that side. They'll try to negate it and take it away from us, but they can't. Not in my mind. Mav, one David Super Chat goes, effing cheerleaders were hot. What cheerleader? I didn't even see a cheerleader.
They showed him a couple times.
I didn't even see him. Devontae Jones. Thank you for Super Chat. Goes, Dolphins were averaging 30 points a game. Desai and the defense held them to 10 points. Big time. It's big time. I think people are going to say that Miami hasn't beaten anybody. But, dude, they beat the teams they beat. They have given beatings to. I'm sorry. I don't buy that they're not a good team. I don't buy it.
Right.
Big Daddy Long Dong. Thank you for the Super Chat. Big Daddy Long Dong is here. Dude, it's a good night when Big Daddy Long Dong's here. Go Birds, turn the fins into my fillet them. Yeah. Listen, we sent them back to SeaWorld tonight. Richard Henney, thank you for the super chat. He goes, do you have a Kelly Green Jalen Hurts jersey? I had that on today. I don't have a Kelly Green one. I have an away Jalen Hurts jersey. That's a concept jersey. Ryan Calhoun, David Super Chat goes, do you think some of the turnovers are because of play design? Jalen at times has held onto the ball a little too long as it turned out into fumbles or him getting hit as he's throwing, which has led to interceptions. I think, okay, so all right, so the fumble was bad. It was his fault. I think he was holding the ball too long, on that fumble. I think he was holding, waiting. But I also think they tell him to stay in the pocket way more because he stays in there. And I understand what he's trying to do, but the fumble, was his fault. That interception is very hard for me to blame him. It just is because
deflection. It's a deflection.
That ball could go any which way.
Right.
So that's hard for me to blame him. But what I have to say about Hurts is Hurts showed me something tonight, because when he threw that pick six, he didn't do what Carson Wentz used to do, where he panic and then try to go out and do too much. He went right back down the field and scored a touchdown like a champion. You know what I'm saying? He went down and scored. And I think that may turn out to be one of the most underrated drives of his season. Like if things turn around, I really think that whole series was a very big confidence builder for him, dude. I really do.
Yeah,
and then they scored on the following drive.
Yeah, that shows the toughness. I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, we didn't know what was going to go on with the injuries. Like, I know he ran on the left side of the sideline. He had to use his legs at times, and he looked like he was in pain. We have no update on the injury yet of what's going on. I don't think it's that serious. I think he just needs to rest up this week. But it definitely showed that, like, and trust me, there was a lot of people in my chat were saying that he was playing Carson Wentz-like in this game.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing.
But from your perspective of it, which I definitely agree with, is he didn't panic. He didn't try to do too much. He didn't try to force anything. And he went down and scored again. And I think that shows a leader. That shows a franchise quarterback right there. And then Nick, after the game, just said he's toughest. If I want someone to be in that game, the toughest guy is Jalen Hurts. And that's
well, everybody was saying this is like with Carson, what happened to Carson, at the turn. I said, well, let's see what he does. That's what I was saying. Let's see how he responds. And he responded like a champion, in my opinion. What he did, I'm telling you, Dak Prescott could never respond that way. He's not built like that. You have to be able to filter everything out in that moment. And he did it, man. I thought that I really think that if his season just continues to rise, I really think that was a big moment. I do. I know that sounds crazy, but we'll see. Jeffrey Minter, thank you for the super chat. Goes, they're back in my poltergeist voice. Thank you so much. We got a lot of super chats here. We got a lot of people in here. We got over 1,100 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Sam Kogan, thank you for super chat. Goes, Kelly Green just feels right. Go Birds. It looks right. It feels right. It pops. Listen, if they're going to have a problem, because that's going to be the number one selling stuff in the league.
Yeah.
Zay Boogie, David Super Chat. He goes, Philly Joey, can we take a minute to say why Jalen Hurts is our quarterback? His mental toughness when mistakes happen and how he responds is insane. Yeah, I mean, we're just talking about it. He's always locked in and just doesn't flinch. Wentz couldn't. Yeah, you know what Wentz would have done? Wentz would have gone out, held the ball, tried to make a bigger play, and almost panicked. Hurts didn't. Hurts went and responded, man, and goes down the field. And, I mean, he made a throw to A.J. Brown. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was a clutch throw if I ever see one.
Was that second down? Because that was a risky. I didn't think they were going to take a deep shot like that at all.
Like, if it was second or third, but man, he actually Gainwell missed the block. And he got hit after that, Gainwell. And, I was going off from Gainwell. I was going off from him. But he's great. Gainwell's the greatest 2-yard average back I've ever seen. But that throw was, and the catch was unbelievable too. I mean, AJ Brown, he had another 100-something yard, over 125 yards. I think he's close to around 800 yards on the year.
Isn't he tied?
Isn't
he tied with he's tied with Megatron, I think, for consistent over 125 yard games.
Yeah.
I think he is.
He might be.
That's crazy. 145 yards today. That's crazy, dude.
It's unbelievable. He was unbelievable. Reverend B. But David Super Chat goes, we didn't need him tonight, but we got Julio because when you only got a few balls thrown your way, you have to catch them, and Quez and Oz weren't doing it. Julio has for sure. Yeah, and you got to give Julio Jones time. There are a lot of people that were frustrated, like, where's Julio Jones? Like, dude,
come on, dude.
Got to give him time. He made a catch. He did what he had to do. I even think Devontae Smith had a good game tonight, even though he didn't get a lot of balls thrown.
He had a drop. He had a drop today.
He had a drop. He did have a drop, but but he made up for it on that one catch where he went up and made a great catch. Then he made another catch coming across. So he even got going, even though he didn't have a lot of targets. I thought he was good. I thought Dallas Goedert was really, really good. And then DeAndre Swift, I'm sorry, dude. The guy just makes people. He makes
open space. Yeah, I thought in the second half, as much as we didn't like Gainwell, I thought the red zone was obviously still an issue today. They're using QB draw on 3rd and long. They're using Gainwell in red zone, but I thought in the second half they used Swift a little tiny bit more. It wasn't a whole lot, but it was definitely a lot more. So I was happy, and they throw to DeAndre Swift in open space on the check down. Maybe he's making two guys. Open space. He breaks ankles, man. Yeah, he gets those extra yards. We couldn't really run up the middle today. It was really tough running up the middle a little bit today. Started running to the outside a couple times. So I thought Swift was used a little bit more, and I like Swift in the passing game. So
I did too. Ray Brinson, man, thank you so much for super chat. He says great win, absolutely great win. It was the best win of the year. Barron says, and thank you for super chat. Barron says Hurts didn't fold. He didn't. Nathan says Hurts came online in the end. He can't listen. Hurts did what you expect your franchise quarterback to do, to pick you up during a time where all the momentum's going the other team's way. It's tied up, and take you down the field and score. I don't know what you want from a franchise quarterback, but that, you know what I mean?
True.
Samuel Davis Super Chat goes, man, I eat football up, but last week after the interception in the end, I got so depressed I turned off everything. Even you guys. Till today, I was destroyed, but now here I am again, 2 a.m., not frowning. Good game. There you go. This game, and me and Joey were talking about it, when we're texting back and forth, watching the games today. This is such a week-to-week league. Okay,
it is.
You have to be consistent, and when you have the ups and downs of a season, you can't let it get you one way or the other. You really can't. Cam Turner, thank you for super chat. Go see what happens when we run the ball. Absolutely.
Definitely helps.
The lines, the offensive and defensive line were the big difference, in my opinion, in this game.
Yeah.
Again, the lines won you the game.
Dallas Goedert had a huge. Dallas Goedert was very productive in the first half. They got him involved heavily. The second half, not as much, but he made some crucial catches, and glad he got involved entirely, no doubt.
Yep. Timothy Shabazz, David Super Chat goes, did you see how Carter destroyed Tua, just like how Joey destroyed his... Yeah, I saw.
Did you see it?
Jay Wheels, David Super Chat goes, Josiah and Edmonds are dumper sauce.
Yeah.
You have a problem at safety. Now, we're probably talking about it all week. You need a safety. Edmonds isn't good, man. You need an upgrade there. That Tyreek Hill touchdown. I had no problem with Bradbury playing off. Like I said, what I have a problem with is him not hitting him off the line. But you have to have he's supposed to have safety help, and Edmonds was out of position. He was too far up. He wasn't going to be able to get back there in time.
No.
Ray Brinson, thank you again, man, for the super chat, man. Shout out to you. Drew Mitch says, good night, guys. Thanks again. Thank you, man.
All right, Drew.
Good night. Mike, thank you for Super Chat. Goes AJ Brown tied Megatron. That's unbelievable. AJ Brown is having an absolute fantastic year, man.
He's worth the money. He's living up to his money.
He is. He is. Darth, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, this goes to show you that Nick Saban was wrong for replacing Hurts with Tua. Pound revenge was served. Ain't that a great thing? Ain't that a great thing? It really is. Philly, they had the Dolphins like football gods when they scored 70 points, but now they haven't played anyone. Yeah, listen, they're always going to do that. They're always going to, I don't know why they always do, like they always make our wins less. Now, let me tell you, if the Cowboys beat the Dolphins tonight, they would be the greatest team in the world ever existed. Everybody should bend the knee. That's just the way it is. And it's not like that. It's not like that at all. You know, the Dolphins are a good team. They're offensively, they're setting all sorts of records. And I think that anybody that thinks they're just some bad team is crazy.
But we looked at their schedule. Well, we looked at their schedule, but the same. It's not really about the schedule, but it's everyone's been saying about the Eagles from last year to this year is well, let's see. They had a cupcake schedule last year. Let's see what they do on a tougher schedule this year.
Right.
And now with what we have a gauntlet of teams now. Now we are in the spot where this game was a perfect game to win. Obviously, last week was a dumpster fire, and this week was fantastic. Now you really can build off of this, make a move to your secondary, and fix your mistakes. I mean, like I said, we could say this was more of a perfect game than last week. No, there's no doubt about it. But I think when it came to Jalen Hurts, it came to the balance with the run game, and this defensive line was just like Sean Desai's defense. I mean, we could agree the last two games, the second half of these games with Sean Desai, he's done a fantastic job in the second half. The adjustments have been right. This game with Brian Johnson, I think the adjustments have been right. So, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Yep. Kazana, thank you for the super chat. Go show everyone why the Eagles are #1 rush defense. I'm telling you, dude, we talk so much about Jalen Carter, and deservingly so. He deserves it. But people got to give Jordan Davis his due. I mean, Jordan Davis is a monster, dude. I think he had a sack tonight, too.
He did. I thought it was a half, but I could be wrong.
Was it a half? It might have been a half. Let me see real quick. I have the stats. It might have been a half a sack at least. Let me see. Jordan Davis and Fletcher Cox half a sack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. Jalen Carter should have had a sack. Why didn't they give rid of him a sack?
No sacks. Yeah.
I thought he had a sack because remember Tua goes down and he touched him. That should be a sack. They should credit him a sack for that. I thought. Fab Folder on night 3. Thank you for super chat. He goes, it was official. Lane gave up a sack. Sack streak is over. It's going to happen. Get it out of the way now. So let's start the streak over. You know what I mean?
Derek Barnett had nothing.
Derek Barnett, I don't think he played, Joey.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Did he play tonight?
No, I don't think he took a snap. He was on. You know what I think? Here's what I think is happening. I think they're getting ready to trade him. I don't think he played. And he was on the sideline. They showed him. He didn't even look like he had broken a sweat. His jersey was completely clean, and he was talking. I want to say he was talking to Fletcher Cox. I think he's getting traded. I think he's gone, and I don't think they played him. And Nolan Smith got the snaps instead, and then he goes out and he gets a sack. I thought that was a great sack for Nolan Smith too.
Oh, it was great.
Goody Goo Goo. What kind of name is that? Hill has 902 yards. Brown has 809. And the Cowboys want to tell you that CeeDee Lamb is better. Poor Cowboy fans. They thought they were going to – I saw all this stuff on Twitter that they're going to gain a half a game on us. And they were all ready to make a move in the NFC East with a week off. And it's like now the Eagles held serve. Now you have to win in our bye week. You're a half game behind us. Ryan, thank you so much for the super chat. Well, they lost a half game. They're already one full game up behind. Right there, super chat goes, they want to be loyal to Gainwell and give him his opportunities, but Swift can do things that Gainwell just isn't capable of. I get it. I agree. And I'm gonna be honest. I said this in my stream. I think Boston Scott's better than Gainwell. Like
God, well, you
especially
hate this fucking you hate
as
this guy with a passion. Holy shit. What is up with you? Just dude, he's not even as the second back. Holy shit,
I
dude.
think he's a. I listen. Well, it's not. It's how they use them. Like you put him on, trying to run him on short yardage situation. Like if you're gonna run short yardage situation, I'd rather run Boston Scott. He's smaller, a little, further down the ground. They can't see him. Gainwell doesn't get me any yards, dude. Gainwell stinks.
It's like he's a very average. He's an average runner, but
I like Gainwell, but it's not the way they use him. Like they have a weird thing where they pull Swift out, like it'll be like mid-second quarter till the third quarter. He's gone. He's not in the game. It's all Gainwell every drive, and then it's like put Ball Scott in there. Let's see what he can do.
yeah.
Freddie Davis Super Chat goes, defense has been very solid, especially with injuries. They have. I agree with you. And listen, we didn't have no safety help today at all.
I've never seen a team put in like so many. I don't really know a secondary where there are a lot like they put in so many undrafted guys. Like they give a lot of guys chances, and you get to see they get to see like what these guys could do. And I think a lot of them have been tested. Josh Jobe, Goodrich, a lot of these guys. Eli Ricks has. I mean, I'm sorry. I know I've been talking about it, but Eli Ricks looks. He had to climb up this roster in the offseason. He showed out in the preseason games, and he made the team. And he's just sitting there. And when he gets his spot, he gets his opportunity. He takes it. I mean, on Tyreek, it's amazing when you press and you get physical to take them off the route like that. Two deflections. I mean, two really good coverages on Tyreek Hill, and not a lot of people can do that.
No, not at all. Not at all. We got 1,400 people in the chat between both channels. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're new, click the like. Make sure you subscribe. We thank you. This is the win of the year. The win of the year so far for the Eagles. Reverend Bebop, thank you for the Super Chat. Goes, do you guys think we win if Howard and Ramsey are active? Could be a Super Bowl matchup. I think we could have. I think we would have. That one play where Jalen Hurts gets tackled at the 1 yard line where Hurts scrambles and made something out of nothing. And then he finds AJ. That was so while I was watching, I was having flashbacks of Randall Cunningham with the Kelly Green. It was so Randall Cunningham-esque, in my opinion. It was amazing, dude. That's when I started doing and people were like, are you okay? I'm like, just couldn't help it. Philly Eagles, David Super Chat goes, great game, love it. Still sad I didn't get my Kelly Green jersey and won't get it until November 29th. Jeez. 29th.
Damn, why are they taking so long?
They're taking a long time, dude. They sold way more jerseys than they ever thought they would. Eagles Army down under David Super Chat goes, what's up, 500 Joey? Awesome game. Wonder if McNabb is going to come out and say Miami's offense issues were forcing the ball to Hill. Probably.
Didn't you feel like every time Hill was in motion, he was gaining the ball 100% of the time? Every time Hill ran in motion across the field, it was always going to go to him. They force fed him, but I liked how they contained him a little bit too. They wouldn't tackle him immediately; they would kind of contain him. So
but the other thing is, I don't know if you noticed that play. There were times where every time you go in motion, that guard would pull out early. Like it was all sides. Like they only called it twice, but it was like every play he was all sides on that. Our Gravy David Super Chat, he goes, Hurts bent his knee awkwardly earlier this year and his foot planted. It looked ugly, but he was fine. Can anyone remember what game it was? You're talking about the Rams game. That's the Rams game. That was the Rams game we were talking. Yeah, because I remember the play going, oh, God, I think he hurt himself. But he was all right. Timothy Shabazz, David Super Chat goes, do you think Joey can start over Sua Opeta? Joey Big.
Pause.
Pause. Can you start?
Maybe.
When does Cam Jurgens come back?
This week, I think.
Is he back this week? That's good.
Think. Yeah.
Dude, I really feel like this team, if this team we got tonight played the Jets, they would have put 40 up on them. Like this team was playing last. They I really think took the Jets too lately, man. I do. TJ Diaz, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Barnett is, I think, the only active defensive lineman without a sack. Probably. I don't think he took a snap. I don't even know if he took a snap tonight. Cheese boy, thank you for super chat. Goes, when balls scout on the punt return, good shit happens. Yeah, he had a great kickoff return tonight too. You know. Curtis says, "What's up from the Philippines?" Shout out to you, my man. Philly, you missed my super chat. Let me see here. I'm probably pretty far back. Let me see. This is the one here. I think I answered this one. This is the last one I have from you.
12:31 a.m. It's like really early, or somewhat early.
A long time ago?
Yeah.
Like at the beginning of the show?
Yeah, like not the like 12
We read that one. I read that one.
12:31 a.m.
Yeah, I read that one. This
Okay.
one. We didn't get him Julio because you only get a few balls thrown our way to catch the Quez. Oz were doing it. Julio was just short hands. Yeah, I know we answered that one. I think it was this one here. Do you guys think we win if Howard Ramsey are active? Could be Super Bowl matchup. Yeah. I think they win anyways. I think they win. I think that's the one he was talking about. Now I totally lost where I was.
It happened.
Okay, here you go. SA thank you for super chat. Goes, any opinion on Ricks getting a bigger role? I want to see more Eli Ricks. I want to see more of him because after what I saw he did with the Colts in preseason, and then how I thought he played Hill, I think we need to see more of him, Joey.
No, I agree. I mean, this is a guy that's going to get, and then this is a guy that wasn't drafted. I mean, that a lot of people, were really questioning why he, went undrafted, and his show out with the Eagles, like I said in the preseason, was fantastic, and he faced legit starters. I mean, in the Colts game, and now every opportunity he gets, he runs away with it. And on Tyreek Hill twice, I mean, I'm sorry, but it's unheard of. Like he did. I don't know what it was. Was that his own doing of being physical off the line, or because these other corners weren't doing that? They were just free releasing, trying to mirror him. You can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, you just can't.
Yeah. No, you can't. I have to. I'm gonna have to watch again. But from what I saw him, I like the aggressiveness. I like that he was rough with him. You know what I mean? He was physical with him, and I thought that was a big deal. Mr. Rudy put that for super chat. Goes, I believe this left knee injury was sustained in the offseason. Due to his reluctant to run the whole year, that's why he didn't play in press. Huh. I didn't know about the knee. It's interesting. Something to keep an eye on and see, Say Boogie, thank you for super chat. Because rumor has it when DeAndre Swift broke that linebacker's ankles in the backfield, Joey shouted, "I'm breaking my wife the same way." Sorry, Joey.
I fucking hate you.
Ryan, thank you for super chat. He goes, great W. Hope Howie still gets a safety deal done. Do you think that they're more or less likely?
They have to. I mean, after that tonight, you got safeties. Like what I was afraid of really with Miami's offense was all the misdirection shit. Like that's like I thought we were gonna get tricked out, whether the linebackers were gonna get tricked out, but they actually didn't do bad. But obviously, when you're playing press, you have that safety help. I don't know, even watching the eyes of the quarterback, Edmonds was just too late getting there for safety help, and it's not good enough, because Reed is hurt twice already. Sidney Brown was all over the field today. He missed a few weeks, 3-4 weeks, and you have to go after somebody. There's whether it's Byard, whether it's Baker, whether it's Justin Simmons. I don't care who it is, but they got to make a move. I know how he's cooking something. Is it going to happen this week, or are they going to wait off another week? Is it hard to prize someone for a roster? Are these teams asking too much for safeties right now? We'll see what happens.
It's hard to know, but I think the guy you got to look for. Just because I think price-wise and stuff is, I think with chin hurt, that takes him off the. I think Justin Simmons is the guy, even over Bruce Baker because of the money. I think Simmons is the guy that they're going to look at. I really do. Here we go. Says Kelly Green is a weird color. It looks beautiful to me. I don't know, man. It looks beautiful.
By the way, I don't know if Budda Baker played today.
He did. He
Did
did.
he? Okay, I was making
Yeah.
sure. I didn't know if he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. I remember hearing his name. He allowed somebody caught something on him. Dan Kelly Green Burrito, member for 7 months. Thank you so much. He goes, thought the Finns would hang 40. Yeah, I guess not. I had him at 31.
It's quiet.
But,
It's quiet in here
dude,
today.
we're the Cowboy fans, right? No Cowboy fans. They're home making excuses. Tortyville Davis super chat. Eagles win. Lions lost. Commanders lost. Cowboys got to watch the games today from their couch, just like they do in the later round of the playoffs. Cowboys trolls disappeared. A good day. It's a beautiful day. It totally is. PR's Tavern, David Super Chat goes, you going to get on Sill's show and ask him why he tweeted that the Eagles don't have a chance to win this game? Thanks from SC. It's from South Carolina. Shout out to you, man. I didn't know Sill said that, but I might have to tomorrow. I might have to jump on and ask him, I thought we didn't have a chance. I don't think he can say anything bad about the Eagles. I really don't. Timothy, thank you for Super Chat. He goes, okay, now when are we going to see Penny? He's raw. Forget Penny.
He wasn't
Penny
even
was
activated. He
scratch.
wasn't even activated today. I saw the report.
Yeah.
He was a healthy scratch, not even active today.
I
But
know.
they're
Every
going to
week
use
they
him.
scratch. Somebody says, well, he's sick.
Oh, give me a
for
fucking
7
break.
weeks, he's sick. Nah, he ain't sick. As a thank you for Super Chat, he goes, the hit on Reed was 100% dirty. He would be playing if that dude didn't hit him like Vontez. What hit are we talking about? Do you know what he's talking about? Talking about Reed Blankenship? I don't remember what play got hurt.
Lazard. It was the
Oh yeah.
It was the last. He got fined for that, by the way. He got fined.
Yeah. What did you think of Sidney Brown today?
He was
kind of quiet, but
yeah, he was quiet, but I thought
he was
bad
way, right?
Yeah, he was flying all over the field today. I had no issue. It's his first game back. I wasn't putting too much on him today,
Yeah. A Warrior Ray says, bro, you guys have to stop with Penny. What's your obsession with having to give every player we have playing time? It's not a matter. You know what it is? It's because he's the only guy that has some size.
He's wasting a fucking roster spot for weeks.
He has size.
Pause.
Purposeful Creation says, Philly, how about Nolan Smith getting a sack? Love to see more of it. I really want to see more of him, too. He is so fast coming off that edge. I mean, did you see the jump he got on that sack?
Yeah.
That was amazing. Nolan Smith, we need to see more. I think we saw more Nolan Smith and less Derek Barnett. That's just music to my ears.
Good job, Desai. Good job, buddy boy.
Yeah. Remo says, it didn't seem like Desai played that super prevent defense at the end of the game like Gannon used to do. That prevent winning defense. Oh, yeah, I know. Prevent winning defense. The one thing that you've seen from Desai more than Gannon is that he's willing to adjust when he has to. He's willing to do different things, Gannon, you have to do it his way, and it has to be done the way he wants to run his defense. And nothing's going to change regardless.
No.
So
I get it.
Adam, thank you for Super Chat. Goes, DK, if you caught the Sirianni's conference, don't know if you caught the Sirianni's conference about tush push. He said if everyone could do it, they would. Haters can Sugma. Thoughts on Johnson play calling tonight? What's Sugma? What does that mean?
I think it's short for something. Just keep going.
Oh.
Oh no! Are you serious?
I'm trying to figure out what it means.
Sugma.
Yeah.
Sugma.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Got it.
Oof, man.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm a little slow. You guys, you young kids have all these names and stuff. Pause. Mid. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. As a David Super Chat, my man, he goes, Jalen Carter is wrecking ball. No more Barnett. He absolutely is. He absolutely is. Ryan Callahan, David Super Chat goes, maybe there are keeping Penny on the back burner in case something happens to Swift. Both are injury prone, so maybe they don't want to play two backs who have an injury history.
I've always thought that he was more like reserve, like they keep him on reserve. But we heard from Diana Rossini from when we did the Shakedown Saturday. We heard from Diana Rossini saying that they're keeping him for the postseason. I don't know why you're. I mean, he's got to get into game shape too. He needs to like be in there and take some hits, at least I'm not saying get 20 snaps, but put something on it.
Yeah. Jay Hoffman says, I'm 38 and I knew what it was, 500. I had no idea.
I don't know. I was like, he's like, Sugma. What's Sugma?
Yeah. I don't know why. I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. Geek Talk says, let's go, Birds. Got to finish the job tomorrow. Let's go. Yeah, Phillies tomorrow. They got to win. Lowdown Dart Legend says, Carter is a baby rhinoceros. Agreed. Remo says, I don't think we could trade Burnett for safety. You're not going to be able to trade Burnett for a player in itself, you know?
No.
Oh, I didn't. I forgot. I'm sorry, Edon. He says, you didn't answer about Brian Johnson. I wasn't meaning to troll, just ran out of character. Like, what did we think of Brian Johnson? I still don't like some of the calls.
Yeah.
I just don't like some, like the red zone, right? You go right down in the red zone, you run Hurts twice there. I still think that there's a problem in the red zone, and I wonder if he has an answer for it. Like, does he have an answer for those kind of things? Or is he just going to keep trying it until it hopefully works? So I'm still a little worried about Brian Johnson. I feel much more comfortable with Desai than I do with Johnson.
No, I agree 100%. Still question red zone. They had the screen pass to Dallas Goedert for a touchdown. And I think once they had that big pass to AJ Brown, they figured it out from there. I don't know. I mean, it's up and down. Yeah. It's very up and down. It's been more down this year than really, upwards, but it wasn't perfect today, but they got a couple touchdowns in the red zone today. So I can't, I can't complain about it.
Goodman said 500 broke his glasses. Yeah, I broke my glasses when he drafted Derek Barnett. I got so pissed off. That's right. White Batman says Skinny Batman had some chain moves too. White Batman says Skinny Batman had some chain movers too. I thought Devontae Smith played fine. I thought he was fine. He dropped the one ball he shouldn't have, but he came right back and he made a great catch. And I thought at that point he was fine. They didn't really use him too much. They didn't need to. I mean, with A.J. Brown making some of the plays he made, I mean, what are you going to do? You just got to let the guy – you got to go to him, man.
It just depends on matchups. It depends on opportunity. Depends on if Jalen Hurts gets maybe Devontae Smith's wide open a lot more, and he gets pressured at the exact moment on the break of the route happens, and he has to switch, and he has to be more patient, or he has to move out of the pocket. There's a lot of things that go into it, but it's been an A.J. Brown year. But it's a team game, but it's been an A.J. Brown year. I mean, A.J. Brown is just, it's
absolutely
insane, dude.
He's playing on another level right now. Ryan Davis, Super Takers, what do you guys think about Carter's penalty? I thought the Carter penalty, every time they run one of those kind of plays happen, it's always the retaliation that they call. They never call the original. And then I was like, they got us, because I thought he faked the fall down really good, and I thought he played it. I thought he played it great, and I thought that we were going to get a penalty, but they called us both for it, which technically I think was the right call. But usually it's the retaliation that
do you think the Jets lost? Do you think if they won against the Jets last week, they would have beat Miami this week? Do you think that Jets loss really changed things around a little bit in the locker room, at least?
I think they were going to be up for that game no matter what. I think that they were overlooking the Jets. So I think they would have beaten the Dolphins no matter what. Yeah. I do. I think they beat the Dolphins because I think they were up for that game. I think they waited. I think they held Slay out. I think they held Carter out because they thought that they could pull one past the Jets and get a win. I really think that. Zay Boogie, David Super Chat goes, I know it's early, but off of what you're seeing now, what player position would you draft in the first round? Do we go safety or draft another defensive end stud? I'm telling you what, I might go right tackle, depending upon who's available. But I think you have to consider right tackle, safety, a corner, or another pass rusher. Those would be my 4 positions.
I agree. I mean, I'm looking at like Devin Weatherspoon today, like these young physical corners today. I mean, he was great today, and you know what? It's just I could tell when there's like. I mean, I honestly I know it's the way we play defense. We play off the ball.
Yeah.
I get it, but we have to make a decision in a few years really, because I don't know how many more years is Slay on this team for? Another year? 24 after 24?
I think another year. Yeah, I think another year.
And then you got Bradbury up in 2 years, so there's got to figure out this depth. See what's going on with.
Yeah, you need young corners that'll be ready to play when they go.
Yeah.
Jerry Freight, David for Super Chat goes, love you guys. Big win. I'm going to buy Kelly Green jersey, Mitchell or Ness or Nike. My Mitchell and Ness will give you throwbacks, so you could get the Jerome Browns and all those. The newer ones with the current players got to be Nike. So it depends on what you're looking for. The Mitchell and Ness are a little better fitting, but they don't have current players, I don't believe. Nathaniel Davis Super Chat goes, hopefully the Phillies and Flyers kill tomorrow, and Tuesday sometimes a bad game is followed up by a much better week like today against Miami. Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Zara says, no time for safety first. Trade deadline coming up. We need both now. We need a safety. They're going to have to make a trade for safety. I think they're going to. You know what I mean? Purposeful Creation says, Philly, as Jordan Davis unofficial spokesperson, that's what I'm called, it's time you get him a bigger jersey. I really believe they ran out of material making his Kelly Green. It looked like a high school jersey on him. Yeah, I'm trying, but he really likes the tight fit because he says they can't hold him as easy.
Yeah,
but I'll
true.
keep talking to him. Death Rose out there for Super Chat. He goes, too many stall outs still, but Julio Jones should help free up the other guys because if you don't guard Julio, he's capable of killing defense. I agree. And we just gotta.
It's early.
We just gotta give him time,
It's early.
Jesse Dave says you always gotta draft trenches in the first. That's how you win. For the most part, I have to agree.
For this team, it's true.
You're going to need a right tackle. I mean, I don't know who's going to be available. It's way early, and right tackles tend not to fall between 25 and 32. And we're probably going to be picking somewhere around there. They tend to go much earlier. So, I mean, we'll just see. You know?
Yeah.
Justin Simmons for a 3rd-round pick. I don't think it would cost you that much. I honestly don't think it would cost you that much.
I don't think they have 3rd or 4th pick. I don't think they have a 3rd or a 4th round pick next year. I think they have like multiple 5th, 6th, and 7th, 2 seconds and a 1st. I don't think they have 3rd and 4th round picks. I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
I think they have I thought they had a 4th, but not a 3rd. I don't know. We'll have to see. As David Super Chat goes, I feel like they need a right guard and tackle. I think they need a right tackle. I mean, it depends what they want to do with Cam Jurgens too. So
right.
Those are all for all.
Yeah, next year. I'm not worried about that shit now.
Yeah. Yeah, don't you frown. It's really Shakedown.
Hell yeah.
Marley says our secondary isn't as bad as you all make it. It's a combination of things. Well, I mean, I don't think we've ever felt like it was trash. I don't think we've ever said that. But the scheme-wise, some of the things that they've done schematically, I think is where we've had issues. And I think a lot of the stuff that we talked about, I think you saw them do what we were talking about tonight.
There's a talent. There's definitely a talent issue. There's a talent issue at certain positions. Obviously, you sign Bradley Roby, and then he's gone. He's injured now week to week with the shoulder, so he's out. Reed Blankenship's been hurt twice. Sidney Brown's been healthy. So I mean, there is a talent issue. Combination of things like I saw Slay today. There was a replay of Slay. I think it was Waddle. I mean, he was 10 yards off the. I mean, he was so far off the ball. Yeah. I'm sitting there like, how is he supposed to, I have to give Slay props for today, and I have to, and then the 3rd and 18, maybe we could blame him a little bit on some things, but 10 yards, I mean, I literally counted. I had to count it just to make sure. It was literally 10 yards off Waddle.
Yeah.
Not even Tyreek Hill, but Waddle. And he gets a free 13 yards off the. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's how are you supposed to defend that? I don't know. How are you supposed to play defense? I don't know. But
yeah. Oh, I hear you. Twitterville says 500. Joey, the Eagles are last in terms of wide receivers and pre-snap motion. I don't get why they don't do more to make defenses think more. It also helps the quarterback identify defenses versus man and zone. That's something I often wonder too. But I don't know if it's something they're saving for later or what. But they don't do much of it, and I would like to see them start. But you're right. RJ 3000, they were super chat. He goes, couldn't watch a game because of work. Glad to see we came out with the W. Watch if you could watch a replay of it. Definitely watch it. It was a great game. Dan Krause, thank you for super chat, my man. Shout out to you, man. Kevin Byard from the Titans or Eddie Jackson from the Bears.
That'd be interesting.
I'll take either of them. You know,
Titans. We could do another deal. It's all good.
Yeah, Kevin Byard's interesting too. I think a guy like that would be perfect for 1 year. You know, Joe says, Philly Joey, pretend you were Howie. What would you go after, and what would you be giving up to get him? I would go for safety. That would be my priority. I would go for safety, and I would give a mid-round pick. And now the other thing, there's two other things I may do. I might go after Derrick Henry. I know that sounds crazy, and I'm not saying it's a need, but I think that your red zone problems go away if you get Derrick Henry. And I would let Derrick Henry and Swift be my 1-2 punch. It's a luxury, of course. It would be crazy, but I may be willing to do it just because I think it may put me over the top.
No, I agree. I just don't know if they're in for. Because of Rashad Penny being here, then I mean, if it's already a done deal, if they get the Derrick Henry trade done, I don't know, because it's already enough. They don't even play our fourth guy right now. But I don't know. They could make the trade. It could happen. There's been rumors. I mean, they're listening to offers, but maybe not. They listened to offers last year and didn't pull the trigger. But if the Titans are going to,
I wouldn't give up a lot. I wouldn't give. There's only one guy I would give. I would be willing to do. Now, if Brian Burns was available for a second round pick, I would give him up for a second. But I would sign him to an extension.
Yeah, I saw news today. I think I forgot who it was, but there was news today that I heard Brian Burns was off. That they're not even touching him for trade. But who then knows?
He'll be available for free agency.
I
mean, think about it. They're 0-6. They're 0-6. Yeah, we don't want to touch him. We don't have a first round pick, and we're not going anywhere. But we'll play him for the rest of the year so that we can let him walk and free. Okay.
No, I get it. I get it.
That's fine if they want to play that. They're stupid. What can you say? They are. I mean, you have to be stupid.
No.
I think to me the priority is the safety. That's the big need. If you could get a safety like a Buda Baker or a Simmons or a Byard, if you get somebody like that, I think it would really help you a lot.
It's true.
Paul Feder says F. Vic Fangio.
The apprentice beats the master.
Yeah.
The apprentice of Vic Fangio beats the master. How about that? Right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Agreed. Well, listen, man, we're almost an hour in. Is there anything else you want to say before we get out of here? I know it's late for everybody. It's 1 a.m. People want to go to bed. I want to go smoke cigars, all that good stuff.
Yeah, no, I think this is definitely something to build off of, and we'll find out with the good thing is, we didn't have a lot of injuries today. We didn't, so that's the good. I know Fletch went out for, got off the ground, went out for a little bit. I thought AJ Brown was getting up slow earlier in the game. I know Julio went in for some plays in the game. We'll see what's going on with Jalen Hurts, but I think this is a nice stepping stone to really start this gauntlet of games. You have like a couple divisional games, then you go into that bye week, which I think is going to be well needed. We'll see if the Eagles make a trade this week. If it's I think this should give them more motivation now to really make a trade this week, and I think we should just enjoy it. We got 2 division games coming up, and do our thing, man. This is a great win today. We knew we were better than this team. It was really, it was just about the coaching today that we were kind of just a little worried about. And they looked better than last week, way better. They looked really good. And Hurts was tough.
So he was, and it felt like if this was the game that was going to really show us what this team is. And to me, they answered the call. So
True.
there'll be a Stogie video. It'll be late. I'll get out there and do it, and it'll probably be up really late when you guys are waking up or going to sleep. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to be doing one for sure. Well, I mean, I guess that's kind of it, man. Right? Unless there's anything else, I think we should get on out of here, man. Enjoy the win, sleep on it, and go from there. You know what I mean?
I am down, definitely.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you for joining. We still have over 1,200 people in the chat. If you guys are here, hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. Click the link in the description. Sub up my man Joey Shakes. We appreciate it. Great win tonight. I really like the sweater that they're wearing. By the way, did you see the shirt
Sirianni
has? I got to get that. Thing's awesome. But
so much Kelly Green today.
I know, it was great. I love it. God, I love it. But thank you guys so much. We're gonna get out of here, and more videos to come. With that said, take care. We will talk to you later, of course. Don't be a dingbat. Peace.
More play. We had one.
Yo, you gotta be motherfucking kidding me.
You gotta be kidding me. We have no time for one more play.
Look at this motherfucker
running
from
a. To get off the field on third down. What was that bullshit?
That is not right.
Tell him more. He's gotta be better, man. Oh, that's some bullshit. What was that? We had enough time for one more play. We had an opportunity to win that game at the end. But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us. I'm upset, but the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys games.
You literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us.